Hey there guys, this is Zero X here, back again on a indefinite hiatus of covering the whole Vic fiasco, and oh man, I got a lot to cover. But who knows? What do I know? Okay, so I promise guys I'm going to try to recap everything that had happened within the past 2 or so weeks, so I'm going to try my best here, so bear with me. Also, if you do hear any background noises, bear with me as per always, since I am very terrible in recording these at the most incoherent time, so let's get to it. Alright, so it's really no surprise once Vic got re-invited back for Kamehacon, you have other Dragon Ball VAs pulling out for either good reasons, dumb, or just very questionable reasons, shall we say. So, shoutouts to Billy D of One Angry Gamer. So, the article in question reads, and I quote, or so, various VAs from involved in the anime scene and specifically Funimation's Dragon Ball Super movie have pulled out of Kamehacon after the convention organizers re-invited Vic Mignogna to the event on March 22nd, 2019. Of course, the first out of the VAs was Monica Rial. No surprise there. So if we look further down, of course we have tweets from Damon Mills, voice of Monaka, and the understudy voice for Frieza, Jason Douglas, voice of Beerus, and of course following suit would be Josh Greeley, and I can't say who Therese is. I honestly don't know much about this person, but yeah, it seems very, very odd. So, I mean, to be completely honest, if this is their idea of trying to make it up to the fans, I'm sorry, it's kind of seems kind of petty and just, you're kind of abandoning them, shall we say. So we look here, shoutouts to Senpai's Home, the cosplay thought, Dalmone, Sky, who, if we look further down, there's a lot of fishy stuff going on with Sky in particular. So, again, shoutouts to Ghost Shell Zen for actually bringing this up. So, got Dominique, Pepper Monster, and Jesse Thoughtmore going after the I Stand with Vic, or so it seems. So, very, very weird, and seems rather bizarre. So, this will all be in the description for you to check this out, and yeah. So, and to kind of follow up from that, here we have, I'm not sure, yeah, I don't think One Angry Gamer covered this, but Sarah Wiedenheft also had dropped her appearance, as she is dealing with, of course, something with her brother. To kind of give you the Cliff Notes version, her brother was falsely accused for having a lewd on his supposed hard drive that he was building for his gaming PC. So there's basically that in a nutshell, and of course she tried to create a GoFundMe. That did not work out well, and well, in a way, she got quite a bit of a backlash regarding of the incident with her brother, and saying that her brother is innocent and Vic is not. So that's kind of the whole thing in a nutshell. So, like, in regards to Kamehacon, so let's go to that. Assuming it'll load. Alright, so if we take a look, Kamehacon is looking pretty darn good. just from the sheer guest list we have here, you got, shoutouts to Ryo Horikawa, the OG Vegeta. Very awesome guy, if you ask me. Awesome. Of course, Brian Drummond, the Ocean Dub / Canadian Vegeta. Ian James Corlett, the first of the Ocean Dub VAs for Goku. In fact, you pretty much got the 3 Ocean Dub VAs for Son Goku. Ian James Corlett, Peter Kalamis, who, Rolfie Boy. The second Goku, and then I believe, Kirby Moro, who took over Goku during the Cell games and onwards. So there's that. But also you got a couple more pretty good VAs. Stephanie Dodolny, the OG Kid Goku and Kid Gohan, as well as Lori Steele, Young Krillin, Elizabeth Maxwell and Dawn Bennett as Khalifa and Kale, Elise Bogman, voice of Pan, Eric Vale, voice of Future Trunks, Damian Clark and Linda Young, voices of Paragus, Cell, and future Gohan in the History of Trunks special, but in the case of Linda Young, voice of Frieza, Fortune Teller Baba, and Genkai. And of course Genkai and Yu Yu Hakusho, so you get the idea. Alexis Tipton, Kara Edwards, of course Alessandro Saab, voice of Shallot in Dragon Ball Legends. So you got Chris Rager, Josh Martin. Personally, I can't say much about these two since there has been a bit of a fiasco of these two going after fans. And surprise, surprise, Tiffany Vollmer, the voice for Bulma in that, took over the slot of Monica Rial. Got Rick Robertson, voice of Deborah and Yomi. Chuck Huber, voice of Android 17, Pilaf, and of course, the oh-so-best character in Yu Yu Hakusho, Hiei. And Chris Patton, voice of Turles, and of course, Sasuke in Full Metal Panic. And if we scroll further down, we have the list of cancelled guests. Though to be completely honest, I can't say if, regarding to Clifford Chapin anyways, I can't say for sure if he has tweeted out for canceling Kamehacon. I can't say for sure, so seems kind of iffy if you ask me. I mean, I know it's all behind closed doors, all things considered, but yeah, so from what it seems like, Kamehacon is looking pretty promising for this year, and yeah, it should be happening next week or this week, depending on whenever you're watching this. So yeah, that is pretty damn good. So the second thing I want to cover, and this is as far back as not too long ago, this was April 5th. So Bubba Fest ticket sales are tremendous after inviting Vic to convention. So here we have, of course, Bubba Fest is one of a handful of conventions that decided to invite Vic Mignogna to this year's event, even in the face of all the negative media attention that the voice actor is receiving for the accusations flying around about his alleged misconduct. The move to invite Vic may have seemed risky, but it paid off. In the end, given that organizers over the event noted that engagement was way up after inviting Vic to the con. And of course, here's the shoutouts to Nick Ricada. So here's the kind of full live stream. So yeah, so even if we first scroll down, here we have, I believe, William Nee, Emil, so we're going to refer to this one as Emil, who expressed her disappointment and anguish at the news of, her photo with Vic being taken out of context, but Shoutouts to the Timecode Mechanics, sorry for repeating myself, for actually going into further in depth to this whole thing. So I haven't seen it myself. I will look into this on my own time, so there's that. But in all seriousness though, shoutouts to Bubba Fest for inviting Vic. So even if you cannot make it to the con, you know, the least you could do is show your support by giving them a follow on Twitter and whatnot. So the second thing I want to cover is regarding Rial in particular. So even though she will not be at Kamehacon this year, she will be doing a signing here at Doc's Comics Games. So I think, yep. And of course you got Jess Greeley, Jeremy Inman, and Austin Tyndall. So I can't say for sure if this is in a way gonna hinder things from Kamehacon. So yeah, here are like some of the tweets in particular. I'm not sure if there's another tweet she mentioned where she tagged Kamehacon. So that's kind of unfortunate. So unfortunately I can't find the tweet exactly. Oh, wait, never mind. There it is. Yep. You see that? I'm not sure if this is in a way a jab at them. I mean, hey, what do I know? It's like I don't know everything exactly, but I digress. So, I mean, no, I have nothing against her, no malicious intent and all that, so good on her anyways. I mean, I'm not willing to show any threat, so more power to her, I guess. So, the last thing I want to cover, even though the this GoFundMe for Vic has reached the goal of 100,000, I think the next goal is to hit 200,000. So, of course, I'm not sure if there's an update, so let's actually check that out. So, shoutouts to Nick Ricada, and it reads in question, hitting 100,000 was an important milestone and a critical display of support for Vic Mignogna. We hit it in 15 days. That level of support is amazing. We have been on the trending page of GoFundMe for something like a month. I picked 100,000 goal as both a statement of support and a target I felt was attainable. The reality of the situation is that the legal fees could well exceed 100,000. We have seen the effects of the fund in giving Vic the tools through Beard, Harris, Bullock, and Hughes. To be brought back to Kamehacon, there are many more tasks ahead. Today, I have increased the goal to 200,000 as the obstacle remain entrenched. We can better assesses the scopes of the costs. Please consider supporting this fund further, but only if you are able. Please do not put yourself in any financial peril on Vic's behalf. He did not ask for any of this, and people causing themselves economic harm would disturb him. If you cannot support the fund financially, please consider sharing the fund again, or for the first time. Every share helps keep us trending and help other people see what they're trying to do. Thank you. So yeah, so once again, let's raise it to the best we can, and hope this fundraiser, or well, this GoFundMe does well. And yeah, that's about it. But yeah, in all seriousness, to wrap things up, shoutouts to Kamehacon. If I doubt you guys are watching this, or anyone, thank you guys for standing your ground and re-inviting Vic. And to quote Nick Ricada, quote Nick Ricada, "The conventions are not for you, it's for the fans! It's for the fans!" So, yeah, so seriously guys, I am definitely sorry for not uploading very much, but don't worry, I will get back into it. It's just gonna take some time, so seriously guys, have an awesome day, and I will see you guys later.